proud of you. Don't get it twisted. I'd be proud of you if you were driving for the post office. Let them go. This is a time in your life that you can no longer continue.
There will be scandals among the high and the mighty. So I saw a row of thrones seated in high positions. Earthquake hit those thrones. They started to shake, and people began to fall out of the thrones in public and shameful falls.
Buckle up, guys, because we have some breaking news on Bishop T.D. Jakes that requires your attention. There has been much speculation about his impending resignation from his congregation's leadership post. Furthermore, there are rumors that he is involved with Diddy. But could this be the reason he's stepping down as pastor? Let's go into the complexities of these happenings to discover the truth. But before we go any further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to receive more updates and videos like this. According to recent sources, Bishop T.D. Jakes, the senior pastor of the Potter's House, is involved in a lawsuit over charges against music producer Diddy Combs. The lawsuit accuses Combs of engaging in exploitative operations, including allegations that he wanted to use his affiliation with Bishop T.D. Jakes to protect his public image. It is important to note, however, that these charges remain unproven and have not been supported by judicial actions. I will not utilize this precious day and sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have the opportunity to preach the truth.
In front of the congregation, and you give it to this man. Was that for the congregation to give more money? Or was that really genuine? See, when no one's watching, who are you?
The Lord said this man is not a man. He is not a heterosexual man. His name will be named by the people he has been with. His scandal will involve his orientation, and God says that this is when people will finally see who they have been following with a lot of these pastors and spiritual leaders.
Bishop T.D. Jakes has not yet given any public statements in response to these claims, nor has he addressed speculation about his likely resignation from his congregation's leadership role. Given the delicate nature of these rumors, it is best to take care and wait for official pronouncements or verified information. Undoubtedly, these rumors have created widespread worry in the community and among Bishop T.D. Jakes' supporters, driving many to eagerly await explanation from him or his spokespeople. In the meanwhile, it is critical to respect the idea of innocence until proven guilty and avoid passing judgment based only on unproven reports. Renowned preachers rarely make news, and when they do, it is usually for reasons related to their spiritual teachings. However, T.D. Jakes has recently deviated from the expected route in his field. In recent months, his name has been associated to unorthodox news, deviating from his typical media presence. His media appearances have now taken a darker turn, with arrest claims looming over his reputation. Unlike many of his peers, Jakes is used to being in the spotlight. His church's amazing expansion, as well as his contacts with powerful persons in the entertainment world, have established his societal position. However, with his level of achievement comes popularity, and it appears that his reputation goes beyond his sermons. Recent allegations indicate that Jakes may not always exemplify the teachings he teaches. While there are many distinguished theologians around the world, Bishop T.D. Jakes stands out for his ability to bridge the gap between the entertainment industry, notably the hip-hop movement, and biblical teachings. His interactions with significant figures, both within and outside of the Black community, have expanded his global influence.
Well, I don't know. He also said Diddy distributed firearms and was selling.
However, recent occurrences point to a shift in his narrative. Emerging revelations call into question Jakes' faultless, saintly persona, engulfed in a series of controversies. Particularly in today's headline-driven environment, these scandals inevitably overwhelm any good connotations. As charges were leveled against him, doubts about his innocence grew. The issue became particularly tense when not one but two people came forward with alarming accounts of inappropriate behavior by the preacher when they were younger. Adding an unforeseen twist to the burgeoning tale, the preacher's own son became involved in a separate scenario, stoking speculation and providing credence to recent charges against him. While Jakes has withstood terrible storms in the past, the timing of these recent revelations could not be worse for him. Even if you are not familiar with TD's religious beliefs, Jakes is probably a name you recognize. Even if you are not familiar with TD's religious beliefs, Jakes is probably a name you recognize. While his church initially launched him into the public spotlight, a number of other events have ensured his continued presence there. Some of these situations have been unexpected, such as the recent news of his son. Germaine Jakes, the son of T.D. Jakes, the popular Dallas megachurch pastor known for his views on homosexuality, was captured in a sting operation targeting gay activity at Keith Park a while ago. The younger Jakes was charged with indecent exposure, allegedly exposing himself in front of two undercover vice detectives. In the midst of turmoil, since knowing too much eventually causes you to cease being your greatest self. Senior CPL Janice Crowther, a DPD spokeswoman, verified that both detectives involved were men. According to the arrest document, the detectives were responding to public reports about suspicious behavior when they noticed Germaine Jakes and several other unidentified men parking their cars in the lot east of the park. The investigators then followed Jakes into the woods, where he approached them with his genitals exposed through unbuttoned pants. As stated in the affidavit, Jakes made eye contact with one of the investigators for several seconds while participating in this behavior. Despite the presence of pedestrians and joggers on a nearby trail, Jakes made no attempt to disguise his acts, according to court filings. Interestingly, Germaine Jakes identified his place of employment as T.D. Jakes Ministries, a fact that many found surprising considering the circumstances. Jakes was eventually freed from the scene after being detained. For those who are inexperienced with T.D. Jakes is most known as the founder of the Potter's House, a famous church in South Dallas with around 30,000 members. The preacher has been a vocal opponent of same-sex marriage, receiving criticism from HIV/AIDS activists for what they see as his contribution to the stigma surrounding homosexuality and substance abuse. However, here we have his own son caught in a compromising circumstance with same-gender relationships. T.D. Jakes has made his position plain, telling USA Today, "I have yet to see scriptural authority that allows me to stand on behalf of God and say, 'I now pronounce you husband and wife.' The government is undecided on this topic. The Bible isn't." Following these occurrences, Faye Johnson, Germaine Jakes' attorney, issued a statement expressing knowledge of the charges and said that an inquiry was underway. However, due to an ongoing government investigation, no additional comments were made at the time. The situation does not end there. The pastor may soon be facing SA allegations in court. One of his former mentees, Jordan, disclosed in a recent video that persons who claim to be victims of the preacher's alleged misbehavior are ready to sue him. This backs up past allegations of Jakes' misbehavior. Jordan, a former mentee of Bishop T.D. Jakes, has come forward to claim that the famed Dallas preacher groomed him. He recently revealed that more victims have come forward, showing a dangerous pattern of misbehavior. Jordan and Jakes' relationship is not fully hidden, as proven by a widely circulated photo of Diddy resting his head on the influential pastor's shoulders. Jordan appears to have broken free from what he considers to be his former mentor's control, and he is now utilizing his platform to advocate for other victims. Jordan addressed the new victims who have recently come forward against Bishop T.D. Jakes in a video posted on December 30th. He stated, "Today, I've heard from two other victims that there is a lot of talk about that experience, which is the same as mine." Manasseh claims that two victims he met with were groomed and essayed by Bishop T.D. Jakes. In his video, Manasseh stated that the victims told him about Bishop Jakes' alleged grooming and essay. He said that the victims informed him that Bishop Jakes had reportedly essayed them, not only as victims of grooming, as he had indicated in prior videos, but also as victims of essay by the same person who groomed him. According to Manasseh Jordan, they want to bring charges. It's one thing to openly reject specific groups, such as the alphabet community, but when your own son becomes involved with what you abhor, the situation escalates. And when you're accused of the very behaviors you're criticizing, it's a whole other thing, wouldn't you say? Manasseh's video struck a chord with many people, especially when legal action was looming. It sparked internet conversations. One individual noticed that Manasseh appeared to be on the point of tears. He may deny being a victim, but this is awful. Another observation: I've witnessed this firsthand. His meltdown was scary. The power these figures wield must be questioned. The complete truth has yet to be revealed, but T.D. Jakes' reputation has been under question long before the current charges surfaced. Just a few months ago, the preacher became entangled in a complicated dispute with a rapper, which did not help his reputation. In today's social media-driven world, when fame emerges, trends shift, and scandals erupt, the latest buzz around T.D. Jakes, a prominent religious figure, and P. Diddy, a rap icon, demonstrates how wild it can get online. T.D. Jakes, a well-known figure, unexpectedly found himself plastered all over social media, not for his sermons, but for rumors linking him to P. Diddy. It's an unusual pairing that has everyone talking and concocting explanations. Even though Diddy has a history of causing issues, this new rumor adds another intriguing element to his already divisive image. Maisha, a TikTok influencer, made allegations that caused an online controversy. In a viral video, she discussed Diddy's previous connection with Cassie and made serious allegations, especially regarding SA. She also recalled crazy parties, which Diddy supposedly held, where T.D. Jakes was known to be a regular attendee, which fueled the fire. The video alluded to a secret phone belonging to Diddy's late ex-girlfriend Kim Porter, whose death was previously shrouded in mystery. With Diddy's name in the spotlight, the video sparked a furious reaction online, particularly among fans who were surprised by Bishop Jakes' alleged involvement in these questionable acts. When word of his alleged relationship with Diddy circulated, several admirers entered the chat, with one user commenting, "This is just the beginning." There will be additional information released concerning T.D. Jakes' ministries. There are numerous secrets ready to be revealed about how things were run. Jakes' presence at multiple P. Diddy parties are only the tip of the iceberg. Faced with accusations and a flood of criticism on social media, the preacher attempted to address the allegations during a recent church session live on YouTube. During his talk, Jakes appeared to confront the claims, which he flatly denied as false.
Hey, Bishop Jakes, how
What's
are you?
up, man?
Man, it's so good to see you.
It's better to see you. How you doing? Looks like you're out in the sun.
Jakes' history of controversy makes it difficult to take a firm stance among accusations and a surge of criticism on social media, with no real evidence surfacing. It's possible that undeniable evidence will emerge to vindicate him, but for now, all we can do is wait and see. Time will eventually reveal the truth. Recently, producer Lil Rod, also known as Rodney Jones, accused Diddy of conducting a criminal business. According to Jones, Diddy pushed him into engaging in illicit behaviors with adult staff, subjected him to indecent touching, and served alcohol to guests at his home, some of whom were minors. Surprisingly, Jones also named Bishop T.D. Jakes in the charges. And on top of that, these individuals are attempting to take my publisher. I cannot accept that, so I am fighting back. He is a warrior. The case has sparked significant concern, with many people deeply upset by the allegations against Diddy. Tiffany Red, who described her own experience as a victim of Diddy's activities, had a particular impact on one person, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal. He heard Tiffany's sorrow in her voice, as well as her concerns about Diddy's actions. People moved by a sense of responsibility has shown their support, reassuring Tiffany and others that they are united in the battle against injustice. In light of the broader ramifications of such charges, people had expressed solidarity with Tiffany and stressed the need of speaking up against mistreatment. They are inspired by the tenacity of legendary figures who have faced similar problems in the past. Firm in their confidence in the ultimate triumph of truth and justice, they predict a wave of courageous individuals, such as Rodney Jones, stepping forward to reveal the darker sides of powerful figures in Hollywood, beginning with Diddy, who is at the center of the controversy. In addition to Gene Deal, Rodney Jones has emerged as a consistent defender of Diddy's alleged victims, speaking out against the powerful businessman and his alleged misbehavior. With unshakable conviction, the powerful mogul and his alleged misbehavior